Discovery.
Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News. I'm Ben, and as always, I'm joined by Mike.
Hello.
And Claire.
Hey.
So, this is where we talk about some weird shit we found on the internet this week. So, shall I start?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Young North Koreans ordered to stop speaking, dressing, and dancing like South Koreans, or else.
Or else.
Or else. We'll find out what the or else is at the end.
Yeah.
Seoul's creeping influence on the secluded state's way of life is even more dangerous than enemies who are taking guns, says an official newspaper in North Korea. So young North Koreans have been warned they must follow traditional lifestyles and adhere to the country's dialect. That's a bit nuts, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Got the speech police on your ass.
Huh.
Doesn't surprise me.
No. The secluded state's official newspaper made the demand in a column as Pyongyang tries to eradicate cultural influences from South Korea. Kim Jong-un's regime is particularly focused on the speaking habits of millennials, with some mimicking their neighbours by referring to their husbands as oppa, a term that means older brother, which is also kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's just slang. It's just one of them things, isn't it? So the Rodong Sinmun newspaper said North Korea's standard language is superior and young people must use it correctly, all while ensuring their clothes, hairstyle, music preferences and dancing styles are acceptable.
Oh.
Dancing styles. Crikey.
I know, yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, that is nuts, isn't it? Your dancing style is not approved by the party. According to South Korea's Yonhap news agency, its article warned the ideological and cultural penetration under the colourful signboard of the bourgeoisie, is even more dangerous than the enemies who are taking guns. That's what the South Korea news agency reporting on the North. Last year, harsh new measures were introduced that mean parents can be fined if their children are caught enjoying South Korean entertainment or copying the way they speak.
Fuck.
What?
Those caught with media from South Korea can face up to 15 years in a prison camp, and punishments are also administered for using unregistered televisions, radios, computers and mobile phones from other countries.
You almost can't picture it, can you?
No, it's nightmarish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is nuts. I mean, the same haircuts. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure there's like 5 or 6 haircuts you can have for each sex, and all the male ones look like Kim's.
Terrible one.
Yeah.
The bowl cut.
Yeah, you've either got a bowl cut or a shaved head, pretty much, really. But it is nuts because when you think that Kim, the guy in charge now, just gorges himself on foreign cheese, so that's okay.
Yeah.
And his dad was addicted to American whiskey and Western pornography. So it's like,
They're all hypocrites, aren't they?
of course they are. That's what it boils down to. So it's all right for me, but you lot can't have it. You might get too enlightened and challenged with the fact that I'm just an idiot.
It's all about, innit? I want to keep power.
It's fucking mental. I mean, they had literally had a famine where people ate each other, and they're still living under that regime. People ate the dead to survive, and they're still they're still quite just going along under it.
Shows you how effective propaganda can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're brainwashing kids and that, I mean, you know, if you're sat there with your kid and you say, "Huh, do you hear what the bloody party have done today? They've cut my wages and raised my hours. What a bunch of twats." Your kid goes off, tells the local party, "You're in a fucking prison camp."
Yeah.
Frightening, isn't it?
Oh, it's nuts. It is crazy. I mean, a life sentence can be imposed if someone is convicted of importing banned materials from South Korea, while those smuggling large amounts of content made in the US or Japan can face the death penalty.
So fucking You know, just imagine like the North Korean Del boy getting hanged in the square.
Oh, you want some American cigarettes, mate? Hey, you want some American cigarettes? What's oh shit, Rodney, get the briefcase. Rodney's been shot in the back.
Rodney, you plonker.
Rodney's been shot in the back by the police, and Delboy has to jump a barbed wire fence, get himself ripped up for he's caught by dogs, and just shot some early.
Because they're not allowed to leave as well, are they?
No, they're not, no. Not with a special permit, anyway. And then
very short series, the North Korean Only Fools and Horses, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a couple of episodes tops, really.
Yeah. Oh, a nightmare.
And that's why they don't get comedy.
They're not allowed to get comedy.
No, that's true. Unless it's
You have to die.
party-approved comedy is probably fine.
God. There's nothing worse than establishment comedy. Ugh. The whole point of comedy is it's meant to be punk, it's meant to be against the established order.
Yeah.
But then what about... I mean, you wouldn't get Blackadder today. It's considered racist if you put that out in today's age, calling the Germans Bosches and the French frogs and the Spanish dons. You wouldn't get away with it.
Well, maybe some aspects of it, but the core of it would still be okay.
And Delboy and his Turbinator.
Yeah, you wouldn't get that in today. And I remember the early episodes of Delboy. They used to use some very, very old slang from an Indian corner shop or a Chinese restaurant, which I'm not going to repeat.
Yeah.
But
the days when language was acceptable back then, what can you do? They put a warning on the front there, didn't they? So it's fine, isn't it?
I saw Aliens on Sky Movies the other day. I only watched a little bit of it. I was at my mum's. And at the start it said, this movie may contain language that's not appropriate for anymore. And you're like, it's fucking aliens! I mean, Jesus Christ!
So those big black aliens.
I mean, just couldn't get... I was like, hey, this is Aliens.
Maybe it's the poontang bit.
It's the least racial movie in the world. There's black people, there's Spanish people, there's Caucasians. They're all getting together shooting aliens.
Maybe the Octurians were offended.
The Octurians. Oh, I can't wait to get me some Octurian poontang the next time I'm there.
The last one you had was male.
Don't matter when it's Octurian, baby.
God, I love that film.
I think I've already memorised large chunks of the dialogue from that film. It's stuffed in there with the Simpsons trivia part of my brain. Yeah, so if you do end up living in North Korea, don't watch Western porn. Don't bring in anything Western, South Korean, or you'll be shot. Presumably at dawn. I don't know, maybe Kim's not an early riser. This one's for you.
Fuck me.
I know you love Baba Vanga.
I do love Baba Vanga. Love me a bit of Baba Vanga. Blind Mystic Baba Vanga's 5 predictions for 2021 could see tsunami and cancer cure.
Yay!
And
Boo!
Yeah.
bit of a mix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be up and down year, isn't it? Well, considering that we're in August now...
I think the cancer cure's going to come first.
Considering that we're in August, I put this in to prove A, how shit prophecy is, and B, I know Mike loves a bit of blind Ukrainian women who can tell the future. It's his particular kink.
I became Prime Minister and I had someone like that as well.
You'd be like Glenn Hoddle and that fucking woman who said that all disabled people are paying for it.
Yeah, but maybe not her.
What are you going to say, Claire?
Will there be a right-hand man or woman?
Exactly. They can predict the future, can't they? That's the kind of people you want around you.
Mike, I just want to point out that every single ruler ever who's had like a prophet or who's based their reign purely on prophecies.
It's gone brilliantly swimmingly for them, and they lived happy lives and ruled for many years. I know the story.
Okay, that's what you want to believe. Go on, then. Tell us about Baba Vanga.
Baba Vanga, who lost her vision aged 12, gave some predictions for this year beyond the grave, including a cure for cancer and a tsunami. The clairvoyant claimed she was given a very rare gift from God to see into the future and was hailed the Nostradamus of the Balkans.
Wow, just like the real Nostradamus, also full of shit.
She predicted the universe will end in 5079.
You know what? If nothing else, she's a fucking cockeyed optimist, isn't she? I mean, I was going to give us that long.
It's not about the universe.
Oh, the universe. Oh, well, we'll be long dead by then.
That's not that long, though, is it? Into the future, is it? 3,500 years.
Well, I won't be there.
3,000 years.
Where'd Where'd you pick that number from? I don't know.
Probably the weird fungus she was eating, I'd imagine.
She says God gave her the vision.
After eating those weird mushrooms.
She knew about the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the September the 11th attack in 2001, the death of Princess Diana, and the Chernobyl disaster, and was said to have got 85% of her predictions right.
Yeah, it's still not 100% though, is it?
It's pretty damn good though, isn't it?
Yeah, 85%. I could be 85% right. I tell you what we'll do, right, next year, towards the end of this year, I will make a list of 5 predictions, and I'll read them to you on the 1st of January, and we'll keep them by the side of the computer.
They can't be lame ones, they've got to be quite specific.
Yeah, I'll try. I just think of some things I think that are going to happen, and we'll see if any of them come true, and let's see if I can be considered a prophet.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's on par with The Simpsons, isn't she?
Yeah.
85%.
Alright, I'll give you that.
So in 2021 there will be a cure for cancer.
And she says at the beginning of the 21st century. Okay.
Humanity will get rid of cancer. The day will come when cancer will get tied with iron chains.
Ooh, kinky.
And also a tsunami.
Oh. Oh, that's a shitter.
The world will suffer a lot of cataclysms and great disasters. Well, that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Planet's on fire. Consciousness of people will change. Better fucking hurry up. Difficult times will come. No shit. People will be divided by their fate. That's always happened. We are witnessing devastating events that will change the fate and destiny of humanity.
All in 2021. Wow, superb.
Yep. So we've got meteorite strike and lots of earthquakes to come as well.
It could happen.
Cool.
Yeah. A dragon to take over the planet.
You missed Donald Trump.
Well, I just wasn't going to mention that because it's not relevant now, is it?
He was going to get a... No.
Isn't it?
No. He's going to get a mysterious disease or even death and cause brain trauma, which some might claim has happened already. And someone's going to try and assassinate Putin. Which I don't think is possible. I don't think you can kill Putin.
It says someone within his own country, so that's possible.
Yeah, but no one can kill Putin. The guy's fucking immortal.
He has been in power a long time, you know. Someone's got to be...
Guy's hard as fuck.
He's got to be getting on someone's wick.
Well, yeah. It's true, but he's still hard as fuck. Even at 70, I mean, he still does taekwondo. Still works out every day. Used to be in the KGB. He's garroted many a person from Mother Russia.
It could be a heart attack gun, you never know.
That's a valid point. That is a valid point. You know about the stuff in Cuba happened this year? Well, these US diplomats are getting incapacitating headaches. I reckon someone was firing a fucking gun at him and giving him these headaches.
Alright, okay. Some sort of like ray gun.
Yeah, some kind of weird gun that set off circumferences and gave people like really unbelievably painful migraines to the point where their noses were bleeding.
Fuck.
Some of them had to be shipped home.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Baba Vanga's most bizarre prediction is that a dragon will take over the planet in 2021. She's claimed to have said, a strong dragon will seize humanity, the 3 giants will unite, some people will have red money. I see the numbers are 105 and many zeros. Interpreters have since presumed that the dragon is China.
Oh, that's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
The 3 giants could be Russia, India and China, and money could be in the yuan and ruble notes, which are both red in colour.
Well, I mean, you know, the US did go to war to prevent this being China's century.
There's just too much interpretation, isn't there? Some of these...
Bit vague.
Yeah.
A bit vague? You saying a dragon's going to take over the world? That's... Oh, you bloody prophecy. Alright, and what's the last one?
Well, the end of the world.
Ah, the end of the world.
5079.
That's still quite a bit, that's quite optimistic.
Yeah.
It's going to take hundreds of thousands of years for the sun to swell up, isn't it?
Oh, we're talking, yeah, hundreds
Billions.
of thousands, billions, hundreds of millions at the very least.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that, is it? So...
Well, we've got them aliens rocking up next year. Next year, sorry. 7 foot tall weird aliens rocking up.
Well, you'd think she'd have mentioned that, wouldn't you? Jake.
That is a valid point. Why didn't she mention that?
Maybe it's because the other guy's talking bollocks.
So
He's
a TikTok champion.
He's no Baba Vanga. He ain't got the 85% accuracy.
What if he's right about that?
Oh, we'll see, won't we? I don't believe that he is. He's full of shit. Moving on.
Moving on. German pentathlon coach thrown out of Tokyo Games for punching a horse.
Shit.
It wasn't a punch, like a full punch to the fucking horse, though, was it? It wasn't like just smacking the horse around the face.
No, it wasn't. She didn't chin it or anything. As it was coming towards the fence, she sort of like hit the horse on its arse with the side of her fist, sort of like almost to sort of shock it to get away from the fence, because they can hurt their legs and all sorts.
Or was she like, fucking horse?
It could have been a fucking horse. Either or. So, Kim Raisiner, coach of the German athlete Annika Schlew, hit out at Saint Boy after the horse refused to trot around the course and jump.
How tragic.
She was right, she was riding on a medal, wasn't she?
She was, but just like, get a better sport. Teaching a horse to fucking dance and jump.
Well, this was just the jumping ones. This is the ones that run round the course and do the jump.
I don't see why this is an Olympic event. It's not even people, big humanity, isn't it? The Olympics, not how much you get a horse to jump.
There's a connection between the horse and the rider.
But they don't get that.
Well,
like Avatar.
This one, yeah.
Plug in today.
Almost.
Oh, wow. Okay, well that's made it a lot more interesting.
Well, they can feel if you're tense, because you'll be sort of like grabbing round the saddle, and
it's not a
Squeezing its bollocks.
They're probably gelded, I'd imagine.
think.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're geldlings, yeah.
Jumping over them fences, if it's their bollocks on the fence, that's going to hurt, innit?
Exactly.
Oh, might be the mares, mightn't they? Okay, so Kim Raisiner was trying to assist a German athlete when she battled to control Saint Boy ahead of her show jumping round on the women's event on Friday, gone from the Olympics. Competitors are only given 20 minutes to bond with the unfamiliar horse before they go around, so there is a bit of a bond. You give it a carrot, you go, come on mate, I want the gold,
I assume they train with these horses.
Yeah, see, I thought they'd take their own horse.
Yeah. You can, foot up the bill to get your horse, but it's a long way, isn't it? You've got to think, the horse would have to get on a plane.
But those that have bought it, they're going to have the advantage, aren't they?
Yeah, you'd argue that they would, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you're living so she's German, so she's going to stump a fair bit to have that horse transported to Tokyo. But if you live in China, not so bad, is it? Or Japan, for that matter. Still, I used to think this is a terrible, terrible Olympic event.
Well, I think there's a lot, it takes a lot of skill. So this horse, Saint Boy, he'd already proven tricky to ride for his first athlete. He booked and refused to trot around the course, with a number of people on social media raising concerns about the way that Schlew and Raisiner were treating the horse, because they were whipping its arse. I think she should have, when she come to the second jump and it just wasn't having it, I'd have stopped there and then, really, because you wouldn't have made up the points, you wouldn't have made up the time, and you just don't need to hit its arse. That you're right there under the cameras, aren't you?
They forget that.
Well, yeah, because you're just going for your medal, aren't you? You're just going through the motions. I've got to get around this course.
They gave her a black card, disqualifying her.
Gutting. That horse looks quite happy though. Look at that smile. She's sobbing her heart out. That horse is smiling.
That horse isn't smiling. It's got its teeth sort of like, it looks like, and its eyes look crazy. Look at that crazy horse eyes.
It does have crazy horse eyes, but I think that's a smile.
No, that's like he's stressed out.
She's been punched in the face. It's not a smile.
Hasn't been punched in the face. It's punched in the arse.
Whatever.
Yeah. Black card, eh?
I never known a black card given out.
Neither
I didn't even know there was a black card.
I didn't even know you get a black card at the Olympics.
Isn't that a bit racist?
Possibly. Damn you, Olympics. It should be a rainbow card. Get out!
Get out! Out you get!
I'm doing it rainbow not to offend anybody. The gays! No!
Why is it a gay card? It's not a gay card. It's just so we can't offend anybody.
Blue. Oh no, the blue Fugits.
Oh no! Can't have red.
No.
No.
Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? Black
Violet.
card.
There we go. There's no violet people on it.
The chick from Willy Wonka.
Oh, fuck it.
You can't be inclusive.
She's fictional.
Sorry, no. Alright, we got next. Oh, right, okay. Wild conspiracy theories claims Jeff Bezos was replaced by aliens while in space. Well, why the fuck not? It looks like one anyway. Conspiracy theories on Twitter allege the Amazon founder was replaced by aliens after he launched to the edge of space with Blue Origin, i.e. the penis ship, on the anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. Oh,
I prefer the cock rocket.
Cock rocket's
Cock
good.
rocket.
Yeah. So a wild conspiracy theory claims that Jeff Bezos was replaced by aliens after his launch with Cock Rocket yesterday. The Amazon founder and world's richest person took off from a desert site in West Texas on board the New Shepard designed by his company. Bezos, 57, was joined by his brother Mark Wally Funk, an 82-year-old pilot who was banned from joining NASA decades ago because of her gender, and Oliver Damon, an 18-year-old student, as they travelled to the edge of space on the 52nd anniversary of the Apollo moon landings. It's only the edge of space. They're not actually going into space.
You're still going to be no atmosphere, or no gravity. Yeah, there'll be less gravity. They'll be floaty. You'll still be floaty.
Yeah, you still be floating.
To put it all scientific, you'll be floaty.
One concerned user tweeting in all caps said, quote, "Are we certain that an alien body snatcher didn't replace Jeff Bezos when he left the planet?"
Hopefully it has, and might make him less of a cunt.
I'll probably disappear after tweeting this, but Bezos' rocket trip was designed to replace him while in orbit with the lizard alien doppelganger of Bezos. The real Bezos is heading into our solar system at the moment.
I hope so. I hope there's a little capsule going.
And secretly there's just this reptilian like, good, now I control Amazon. Something like that. I wouldn't take off in a penis-shaped spacecraft. That's what's doing it to me.
That's what it's all about, though, isn't it?
In a response to tweets about Bezos' voice sounding different because of testosterone boosters, a third replied the entire mission was just to enable the alien overlords to replace the Bezos unit. They couldn't help themselves with a hat. Always doing it, those alien overlords.
Always overdoing it.
Yeah, I love that cowboy hat. I'd wear a cowboy hat to go into space. Why the fuck not? Another user captioned a video of Bezos looking strange after the flight, saying, "That alien ready to burst through Jeff Bezos' costume any minute." Comedian James Felton even joined in, joking, "The only way we'll know that Jeff Bezos is replaced by an evil shape-shifting space alien is if his work conditions slightly improve."
Love it.
Yeah. He did thank his Amazon customers for paying for his flight. He described it as the best day ever.
He let slip the mask. The fact that he is worth all that money because of the workers and the customers.
Yeah.
But Amazon is damn efficient.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a monopoly, isn't it? It's cheaper than anything else.
Well, that's where all the tax has gone, hasn't it? I haven't been paying that.
Nah, none of them do. Amazon, Google, Costa, Starbucks. Oh god, the list is endless.
There it goes on the cock rocket.
Off he goes on the cock rocket to film the Amazon Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's why the cock rocket. It even looked like a cock. Is that the future of space travel? I mean, I know you don't see any vagina-shaped rockets because they wouldn't be very aerodynamic. But it looked like a cock.
Yeah, subconsciously, isn't it? He's just showing off the size.
Yeah, but the space shuttle doesn't look like that. Apollo 11 didn't look like that. The Apollo rockets, I can't remember what they were called. No, Saturn V rockets didn't look like that. So rockets, that one looked like a legitimate cock. It had a bell end.
It's a cock waving exercise. That's the whole point of it. It's subconsciously. That's why it's designed like a cock.
Yeah, or they designed it as a talking piece. Oh, no one's ever going to forget this because it looks like a cock.
Yeah, there is that. I'll give you that.
Someone is going to come with the first drawing of it and go, "Oh, what do you think of this, Bezos?"
Yeah, it looks like a cock.
Maybe they modelled it on his own cock.
Well, you're going to see it. Or was he just too polite? He was just, "It looks like a fucking cock." Shit.
Now, if they modelled it on my own dick, then yeah. Yeah, I'd fly to space in that. Basically flying in a like 1 to 100, 1 to 50,000 scale of my own penis into space. That'd be amazing.
Would it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Float your boat.
I could fuck space. I'm gonna fuck space. This is my...
Let's move on before he fucking gets carried away and he does a sex wee.
Yeah, too late.
Mammals dream about the world they're entering even before birth.
What? What?
A study finds that baby mammals dream about the world they're about to experience to prepare their senses.
Oh, that's bollocks. I don't know what the fucking hell's going on. How do they know that? How do they find that out?
That's what they found.
They're going to ask an elephant.
The study focused on neonatal waves in mice before they first opened their waves. Scientists believe human babies also prime their visual motion detection before birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new
There's only
study...
a thin piece of skin between you and the light coming in from the sun or whatever light source there is.
Yeah.
A human baby.
Imagine opening your eyes for the first time as a brand new baby. The world is so mysterious, full of obstacles and strange shapes, and it does not take babies all that long to get their bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just evolution.
To latch on to their parents and start interacting. How do they do this so quickly? A new study published in Science proposes that babies of mammals dream about the world they're about to enter before being born, developing important skills.
Nah, it's just evolution, man. It's just something built up over those successive generations. So babies latch on.
You know more than Professor Michael Clair, who specialises in neuroscience, ophthalmology and visual science, do you?
Yeah, the countries are none of experts, Mike. Yeah, I've done my research on YouTube. I know what they're on about. I don't know. They can't say that they can't say that for definite.
So they dream of the nice fresh cut grass that they don't even know because they don't know what grass is.
Fucked up in it. The scientists observed waves of activity radiating from the retinas of newborn mice before their eyes first opened.
Look with their eyes kicking in.
Images shows that soon after birth this activity disappears. In its place matures a network of neural transmissions that carries visual stimuli to the brain. Once it reaches the brain, the information is encoded for storage. What's particularly unusual about this neonatal activity is that it demonstrates a pattern that would happen if the animal was moving forward somewhere. As the researchers write in the study, spontaneous waves of retinal activity flow in the same pattern as would be produced days later by actual movement through the environment. So it's mimicking how their eyes and that would work if they were...
Isn't it just going to be the sort of rods and the cones at the back of the retina that are just, maybe sparking up?
Yeah, kicking in.
Kicking in, sort of.
They're seeing more light, and they're like, because even through their eyelids, they're getting like more light now as they're coming out of the womb into the birthing channel and coming out into the. So they're getting more light. So wouldn't that just be their eyes kicking in? Oh shit.
Let's go further. The scientists also probed what is responsible for creating the retinal waves that mimic the forward motion. They turned off and on the functionality of starburst amacrine cells, retinal cells that release neurotransmitters, and discovered that blocking them stops the retinal waves from flowing, which hindered the mouse from developing the ability to react to visual motion upon birth. These cells are also important to an adult mouse, affecting how it reacts to environmental stimuli.
So as you're coming out, you're being birthed, you start seeing that light, your eyes kick in, and that's out, and because you come out seeing stuff moving around.
No, they were looking at them while they were still in, in their mum's belly, before they were sort of coming out.
Yeah, but then they blocked that, and they couldn't deal with moving things better as well as the other ones could. Either way, I think this is balls.
Professor Ben has spoken, it's bollocks, everybody. Don't listen to a fucking word of it. Next.
It's a possibility. It is a possibility. I just think that it's just like...
Okay, fair enough.
It's just evolution, isn't it?
I think it's more the rods and cones turning on, it developing,
I'm with Claire.
I don't know about dreaming, because how can you dream when you haven't seen anything?
That's it, unless... Alright, it could be genetic memory, yeah. I'll go with that. But at the same time, it's like all that behaviour, like for human babies, is evolved, isn't it? You latch on. If I was to have a baby with some woman and said, by the way, this is a surrogate birth and I'm taking the kid now, the baby's going to latch on to me, isn't it? And it's not going to latch on to her. Babies latch on to the people that are around the most, which is the parents.
And whoever's feeding them.
And whoever's feeding them.
It's weird, but then a lot of weird things happen in science. How come at one particle at one end of the universe and another particle at the other end can be entangled?
God. It is mental, I'll give you that.
Or maybe God's playing a little movie in their brains while they're developing.
Ooh.
You could argue that. I mean, it's definitely ranked behind the evidence that guy's just given me, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's more speculation than evidence, but maybe they'll find out. Who knows?
Well, yeah.
Right then. Woman filmed licking everything in a shop and insists it's good for her. Oh my
Well,
God.
that's an interesting take on.
So, in the clip, the woman licks her shopping trolley, a door handle, the edge of a plastic bag, and pretty much anything else she can find. The video features strange captions, including "not law" and "oxygen" and "smiles are for life." Then, germs fortify your immune system, exposure to germs, builds up defence against asthma and allergies. Have I gone to the wrong line there?
No, you're right. And in all fairness, you know, she's taking it to the extreme by licking everything she get her hands on. But if you are exposed to this stuff, then it does build your
In theory,
immune system. So, but we were when we were kids, we were playing in the mud, and we got fairly good immune systems. And no kids who got no immune system because they spend all day on their Xbox half the time.
There's loads of microbes on them.
There is, but they're all microbes that your body's used to. If you go out and play in the mud and pick up some new ones, your body's got to learn to deal with it, hasn't it? It's like it's exactly how vaccines work, isn't it? Your body figures out how to best defeat that, and it does the same again.
Yeah, and there's things called measles parties, isn't there?
Yeah, chicken pox parties. I don't think I went to one of them when I was a kid. So and so's got chicken pox. Get them in there while they're young.
Yeah. Because it can affect males really badly, can't it, when in their adult life?
Well, our mate Danny, I'm pretty sure doesn't listen, he got shingles during the first wave of COVID, and they said it was COVID, and he stuck him on a COVID ward, he'd probably be dead.
Fuck.
But he had shingles, he never had chicken pox, he caught shingles off one of his kids.
Cool. So, another strange caption on the video included, "Microbes help digestion, terrain baby, and be free. Love over fear." Reddit users were quick to comment on the post and condemned the woman's actions.
Yeah.
One says, "Is she having her kid film that? What a great example she's setting for him." Another said, "What a horrible, stupid person and a terrible mother." Cool.
A bit harsh, that one, isn't it?
Sounds a bit
Yeah.
rough, innit? And another one says, "There's literally people out there like this?" Question mark.
Maybe.
Maybe. Added a third user, "That film is shit, thinking they're doing it for the Lord's work and she's hilarious." What?
Karma do be a bitch. Well, she hasn't, well, you don't know about karma yet.
She could be ill herself, couldn't she?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing, I mean, it's like,
He was spreading the germs herself, whatever she's got.
yeah. Now, see, I understand half of this argument. Like I said earlier, that you're a kid, you catch these diseases, you build up the immunity. But as an adult, just going around licking
Well,
stuff,
she's gone the street licking dog shit and everything. You know what I mean? Where does this end?
that's what I mean. Yeah, she's licking lampposts, she's licking windows, she's licking fruit. There's no need to lick the
She hangs
fruit.
outside toilets and asks people, "Did you wash your hands?" If they say no, just starts licking their fingers.
No, she just goes in, licks the toilet seat.
Oh, yeah. licks the bowl clean after they've been for a shit.
Yeah, you know, it's
Where's the staff? I don't imagine we'll have to ask you to leave.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can't lick everything. You lick your boy.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, absolutely. You lick it, you buy it.
Yeah.
I don't want her licking me plums.
You'd love her licking your plums.
It's got to be a stunt, hasn't it? Just to go viral or something, innit?
Yeah, that's the thing with this nowadays, isn't it? It's
Yeah, they just do stupid things to get famous.
yeah, and she's achieved it because this is newsworthy. Same as anything else you've read tonight. Remember that's new considered
This is in the Mirror. This is in
the Daily Mirror,
British newspaper.
Yeah. This is newsworthy. Clearly, it's a slow news week. I'm guessing. Been a slow few news weeks by the Olympics. COVID's calmed down a bit, or we're not being told about it. Euros are over. Brexit's not doing well, but they're not telling us.
Supermarket shelves have been like a bit empty at some point.
Yeah, they have.
That's because of Brexit, isn't it?
And the pandemic, allegedly. That's what they're claiming. It's that everyone's getting the COVID tracing app pinging
No
out.
other countries got shortages.
Nope, that's true. That's very true.
None about drafting the army in to drive the trucks. Yeah, but there's only 80,000 British Army members left, and only 2,000 of them have HGV licences.
Yeah, and we're 30,000 short.
And we're 30,000 short, so it's not even a drop in the ocean, not even 10%.
So aren't they putting out a scheme to get people
Well,
driving HGVs?
Funny you should say that, because I've been getting a lot of ads like that on Facebook recently, yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to pay like 4,000 or 5,000 yourself to become one.
You have, but
so
this
I've looked into it. I could see me with a trucker's cap on. It looked terrible.
You're a red arm.
Yeah.
You don't want to be going into driving trucks now. Not when self-driving cars are on the way.
No.
Yeah,
It's
give that 20 years.
I wouldn't even give it that. I'm surprised it's not now, to be honest.
I was watching something about the electric cars last night. They go up and they go up fast. Boom, you know. And they...
What do you mean they go up?
If they get set on fire, they explode. In the matter of like...
We won't set them on fire then.
Yeah, Claire, stop setting electric cars on fire.
They were doing tests because they've got to rigorously test these things, but it's like if they ever get on fire, it's like boom within a minute, and then they have to. This is what they're doing in Germany. If any like one of these new electric ones crash and exposes any of the batteries, and they're having like you know chemicals mixing.
Oh yeah.
They've got these shipping containers that they lift the car up and put it straight into cold water because it can set back on fire.
Yeah. All those battery chemicals mixing.
We're on about automated vehicles.
Which shouldn't crash in theory.
Ironically, there shouldn't be any accidents.
It's a Johnny cab.
So I shouldn't become a truck driver.
I mean, it's still...
I'm going to be obsolete in a few years.
No, because number one, you're going to kick both our asses. Number two, you get some strange forearm tattoos. That's not going to work. And number three, it's a dying industry.
Yeah. It's a waste of resources. Your car, how long is it sat on the drive? 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Complete waste of resources. We just have, like, Uber.
Johnny cabs.
Yeah.
You know, Total Recall Johnny cabs. You call one. I want to go here for this time. We turn up, take you there, and then someone else will be like, I want to leave here and go there. And there'll just be like taxis constantly going around.
Yeah, they'll be solar powered. So they can just go 24/7.
That sounds really good, but really bad. I just like to chuck everything in the car and go to the beach.
Yeah,
You're still good.
you can do that.
These
You
cars
probably have to pick up some people on the way or something. I don't know how it will work, but
depends how big the Johnny cab is.
I
yeah,
think it'd be as cheap, or
it'd be virtually free.
Well,
Because you've got no
to do-
fuel because it's the sunlight. So that's free. So you've all you've got to do is the upkeep,
maintenance.
maintenance. That's it.
So once it gets to, I don't know, every 100,000 miles or whatever, it just checks itself in.
Or as soon as it's got a problem, it just checks itself in. There's
Well,
probably robots to fix that at this point. Probably don't even need man.
well, these electric cars. They did like a journey on them the other day, and stupid me, I thought these electric charging stations were free. How naive! It cost him to do a 4-hour round journey about 30 quid, and I'm like, what?
No way. If you're lucky,
It'll get cheaper though.
Yeah.
it depends. At work, where I work, they've got about 8 charging stations, and because we've got something like, I don't know, 15,000 solar panels on the roof and underground batteries now, anyone's got an electric car can just plug it in all day for free.
That's good. And I think they should do that at shopping centres, especially if you're paying for parking.
Well, the ones there's another Asda's got electric car charging points. I don't know if they're free or not. I've never really looked too closely at them. But I mean, if you run out of power and there is nowhere to charge it, you're fucked right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And they are fucking death traps, though. But besides the crashing thing, they're silent.
Yeah.
If you're not paying sort of full attention as you cross the road, I know you should always pay full attention. You know, sometimes you just go, there's nothing coming. Can hear it, can't hear nothing. Electric car just whirs past you.
Well, no one ever got run over by the milkman back in the day, did they?
Well, that's funny because they were out at 3 a.m. But you know, that's true. No one ever.
Yeah.
Because got shagged by him instead. That was even worse. Oh, I think we'll call that one there then, eh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben. Don't drink the Favour Aid. Don't post hypotheses that saying mice can dream in the womb about the life they're about to have.
Alright, Professor Ben. I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you always.
Always.
Oh, I did it always this week.
And I've totally forgot the last... What was
You've
that?
been Claire?
You're Claire.
I know I've been Claire, but I've totally forgot the last piece of news that we were just going on about.
Licking shit in the shop.
Yeah, that's it. And I've been Claire. Don't lick stuff in supermarkets or anywhere really.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless your partner wants you to do it.
Yeah, that's it.